Senior Health Secret: 9 Foods You Should Never Refrigerate. Welcome back to Senior Health Secret. We're here to share practical, science-backed tips to help you live healthier and happier as a senior. Today, we're tackling a surprising topic. Your refrigerator might be harming your health. That's right. Some foods you're storing in there could lose nutrients, change texture, or even become risky to eat. We're counting down 9 common foods you should never refrigerate, why it's a problem, and how to store them the right way. Stick around because number 2 might blow your mind. Every fact we share is backed by peer-reviewed studies, with links in the description below. Before we dive in, drop a comment and tell us where you're watching from, your age, and if you've noticed any foods tasting or feeling off after being refrigerated. We're reading every comment, and we'll reply with personalized tips. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more health secrets. Let's get started with number 9. Number 9. Potatoes. You might be shocked to learn that refrigerating potatoes can turn them toxic. When potatoes get cold, their starches turn into sugars through a process called cold-induced sweetening. This isn't just about flavor. Cooking those sugary potatoes at high heat creates acrylamide, a compound the International Agency for Research on Cancer calls a probable carcinogen. A University of Idaho study found that refrigerated potatoes had 300% more sugar after just 2 weeks. That's triple the sugar, fast. Plus, the cold makes potatoes gritty and oddly sweet, ruining your mashed potatoes. How to store them. Keep potatoes in a cool, dark place, 45 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit, like a pantry or cellar. Use a paper bag or basket for air circulation. Never plastic, which traps moisture and causes rot. Keep them away from onions. Their gases speed up spoilage, and out of light to avoid solanine, a toxic green compound. Properly stored, potatoes last up to 3 months. In the fridge, they're ruined in 2 weeks. Number 8. Bread. Here's a shocker. Your fridge makes bread go stale faster. Cold temperatures speed up starch retrogradation, where starch crystallizes and pushes out moisture. The Institute of Food Technologists found that refrigerated bread gets hard and crumbly 6 times faster than bread kept at room temperature, in just 3 days versus a week. The cold also kills the flavor compounds that make bread smell amazing, leaving it tasting like cardboard. How to store it. Keep bread in a bread box or paper bag at room temperature to balance airflow and humidity. If you can't eat a loaf within a week, slice it and freeze it. Pop frozen slices straight into the toaster. Don't thaw first, as that causes moisture issues. This keeps bread fresh and tasty. Number 7. Honey. Honey is nature's perfect preservative. It never spoils. Archaeologists found 3,000-year-old honey in Egyptian tombs that was still edible. But refrigerate it, and you'll ruin it in weeks. Cold causes honey to crystallize into a grainy, hard mess that won't dissolve well. Worse, opening a cold jar lets in condensation, which dilutes honey and weakens its antimicrobial powers. The National Honey Board says refrigerated honey loses 35% of these beneficial compounds. Plus, the cold messes with its 180-plus flavor compounds, making it taste cheap. How to store it. Keep honey in a tightly sealed container at room temperature, 64 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit, away from sunlight. If it crystallizes, warm the jar in lukewarm water and stir gently. Darker honeys have more antioxidants, but they're hit harder by refrigeration, so store them carefully. Number 6. Coffee. Coffee lovers, listen up. Your fridge is ruining your brew. Coffee beans are like sponges, soaking up odors from everything in your fridge. Think leftover takeout or cheese. That's why your coffee tastes weird. Plus, temperature swings cause condensation, aging beans faster and even risking mold. The Specialty Coffee Association found that refrigerated beans lose 60% of their flavor compounds in a week. Cold also solidifies the oils that carry coffee's taste, making your brew weak. How to store it. Use an airtight, opaque container at room temperature, 60 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Buy small amounts you'll use in 2 weeks. If you must store long-term, freeze coffee in weekly portions in airtight bags, but never refreeze. Moisture damage is permanent. Fresh coffee makes all the difference. Number 5. Garlic. Refrigerating garlic is a big mistake. The cold makes garlic sprout bitter green shoots that can upset your stomach. Worse, the fridge's moisture can trigger mold growth, including some that produce harmful mycotoxins. A University of California, Davis study showed refrigerated garlic loses 50% of its allicin, the compound behind its heart-healthy, antibacterial benefits, in just 10 days. Cold also turns garlic mushy, making it hard to chop. How to store it. Keep whole garlic in a cool, dry place, 60 to 65 degrees Fahrenheit, in a mesh bag or basket for airflow. Avoid plastic or sunlight, which causes sprouting. Whole heads last up to 6 months. Use broken cloves within 10 days. Room temperature garlic releases flavors better, so your dishes will taste amazing. Number 4. Bananas. Bananas and fridges don't mix. These tropical fruits suffer chilling injury in the cold, causing their cell membranes to burst and enzymes to leak, turning them black and mushy. A Queensland Department of Agriculture study found that bananas below 56 degrees Fahrenheit lose 80% of their vitamin C in 5 days and stop producing new nutrients. Dead tissue can also harbor bacteria or mold. How to store them. Keep bananas at room temperature, 56 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, on a banana hook to avoid bruising. To speed ripening, put them in a paper bag with an apple. To slow it, wrap each stem in plastic wrap to reduce ethylene gas. If you must refrigerate ripe bananas, limit it to 1 or 2 days, or peel and freeze for smoothies. Number 3. Onions. Onions in the fridge are a recipe for disaster. The high humidity, 95%, causes mold growth, including dangerous aflatoxins. A Texas A&M University study found refrigerated onions gain 270% more sugar in 2 weeks, ruining their flavor and making them mushy. Ice crystals shred their cells, so they won't caramelize properly. How to store them. Store whole onions in a cool, dry place, 45 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit, in a mesh bag or basket. Keep them away from potatoes and sunlight to prevent sprouting. Cut onions can be refrigerated in an airtight container for up to 7 days, but whole onions? Never in the fridge. Number 2. Tomatoes. This one's a shocker. Refrigerating tomatoes turns off their flavor genes permanently. A University of Florida study found that cold below 54 degrees Fahrenheit shuts down genes that make tomatoes taste like tomatoes, leaving them bland and mealy. It also cuts lycopene, a heart and cancer-fighting antioxidant, by 65% and destroys enzymes needed for absorption. Ice crystals puncture cell walls, ruining texture. How to store them? Keep tomatoes at room temperature, 55 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Stem side down to block bacteria. Use a bowl with indirect light, not plastic bags, which trap ethylene gas and speed rotting. Use ripe tomatoes within 3 to 5 days, or make and freeze sauce to preserve lycopene. Number 1. Avocados. Avocados take the top spot because refrigeration destroys them completely. The cold triggers lipid peroxidation, turning healthy fats into harmful free radicals. Stanford University found that refrigerated avocados lose 90% of their antioxidants, like vitamins E and C, in 4 days. These nutrients fight inflammation and support brain and eye health. Cold also activates an enzyme that browns and breaks down the fruit, making it stringy and watery. How to store them? Keep unripe avocados at room temperature, 65 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit, in a bowl. Speed ripening with a banana in a paper bag. Slow it by buying avocados at different ripeness stages. For cut avocados, keep the pit in, brush with lemon juice, and store with a piece of onion in an airtight container for up to 2 days at room temperature. Refrigeration is a last resort for 2 to 3 days max. Take control of your health. These 9 foods, potatoes, bread, honey, coffee, garlic, bananas, onions, tomatoes, and avocados, are too precious to ruin in the fridge. Proper storage saves nutrients, flavor, and your grocery budget while protecting your health. Start making these changes today, and your body will thank you. Which of these surprised you most? Have you been refrigerating any of them? Share your thoughts in the comments. We're here to help with tailored advice. Thanks for watching Senior Health Secret. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more ways to thrive in your golden years.